Hello friends, welcome to UGC EPG Pathshala. Myself Mohammad Nur Huda, Department of Geography, Jamia Millia Islamia. I will discuss module explanation in geography from the paper Geographical Thought. This is written by Dr. Naseem Akhtar, Presidency University, Kolkata. In this module, I will discuss about what do you mean by exceptionalism. Exceptionalism refer to the beliefs that geography and history are methodologically distinct from other scientific sciences because they are peculiarly concerned with the study of unique and particular. This idea is closely associated with the Kantianism. Emil Kant, a German philosopher and geographer, is a German philosopher and geographer of 18th century, is recognized as a founder of exceptionalism. According to Kant, history and geography find themselves in an exceptional position and are different from that of the other scientific sciences. Is considered history as a temporal science and geography as a regional science. According to Kant, history differ from geography only in considerable of time and space. History is a report as a phenomena that follow one another and has reference to time, while geography is just a report of phenomena beside each other in a space. History is a narrative and geography is a descriptive. Both fill up the entire circumferences of our perception. Geography that of space and history that of time. As I said by the Hartshorne in 1903, the progress of geography was much slower than the other social sciences like economics. This slow progress of subject is perhaps due to the unrealistic ambitions adopted by the undefined idea of inimitable integrating sciences with a distinctive methodology all its own. The major pattern producing variable are special in geographical studies. Humboldt and Ritter, who was considered as a founder of modern geographical thought, accepted that all the natural and spatial relations were governed by the laws. In this type of studies, tools were needed in form of concepts and laws. Hence, the geography had to be conceived as a science concerned with the formulation of law to govern the spatial distribution of the certain features which were found over the earth's surface. After the successful development of geophysics, astronomy and geology, geography can no longer deals with the whole earth, but only the earth's surface. Humboldt and Ritter thus recognized as a major concern of geography was a manner in which all the natural phenomena including man were distributed over the earth's surface. It means that geographer must be explained the discipline all these natural phenomena in a systematic manner in which things combine to fill an area. This combination may vary from place to place. Different place contain different factor or some factor in other combination. These differences either in the combination of factors or in their arrangements from place to place trigger the common sense of idea and that areas differ. This new point is known as a chronological or chorogeographical science. Thus, geography must pay attention to the spatial arrangement of various natural phenomena of an area rather than the phenomena itself. A spatial relation among the phenomena are found only in geographical studies and no longer social science subject. Kraft also agree with this view, and Humboldt and Ritter that geography is a science which is trying to formulate law chronological and is limited over the earth's surface. Chronological viewpoints of geography has caused more methodological debate and misinterpretation than any other viewpoint in geography. There is many two different type of geographers. First one is either systematic geographer or regional geographer. A regional is a unique area, that is a differentiate from other areas with the specific criteria. These regional geographers describe the various features of the earth surface outside of his investigation that depends on the size of the region considered. The regional geographer must try to find out those relations obtained among the each individual's features by virtue of which the area is considered has that unity character that is created by its region. They also identify the casual interpretation among such features, classes that obtain in this specific area in all circumstances, but the application of systematic geography is a casual interrelationship among the various features of a specific area for the scientific understanding of that region. In order to obtain generalization or law, the spatial relation among the two or more selected areas of the phenomena must be studied all over the earth's surface. For example, two phenomena are found to arise regularly at the same place. As a result, a hypothesis may be formulated to influence that whenever the member of one class are found in one place, member of other class will also found at the same place under the condition stated by the hypothesis. Therefore, the geographer will need large number of cases and variables to test the hypothesis that could find in any region of the earth surface, but if it is confirmed in a sufficient number of cases, then the hypothesis become a law that may be used to explain the situation not yet considered. Classification is a first step of any kind of a systematic work, but it is taken into the consideration, and classification is considered as a final step of investigation. Then the field become disinfected. According to Kant, knowledge about the spatial location of object is quite distinct from the knowledge about their time, nature and natural laws governing them. And the later sort of knowledge are eternal and universal and are truly scientific, whereas spatial and temporal coordinates are separate and rather secondary attributes of objects, and spatial and temporal arrangement of objects are not a matter of science. Thus, the systematic sciences are regarded as a law-making and true sciences, while history and geography are descriptive by nature and differ from those systematic sciences. German geographer Alfred Hettner defined geography as a chronological science of the earth surface. He was one of the most influential methodological geographer in geography who did utmost to redevelop and elaborate Kantian thought. Hettner in his writings had received the definition of geography given by the Kant. In considering the logical position of geography among the sciences, Hettner, like Kant, proceed not from the consideration of particular branches of sciences, but from a view of a whole field of objective knowledge. Hettner in 1972 states that the reality is simultaneously a three-dimensional space which we must examine from three different points of view in order to comprehend the whole. From one point of view, we see the relation of similar things. From the second, development in time, and from the third is arrangement and division in a space. The systematic science ignore the temporal and spatial relationship and find their unity in the objective a likeness or similarity of subjects with which they are concerned with the same justification as development in time. The arrangement of things in space demand spatial studies. The idea of exceptionalism in closely associated with the continuism, but geography, this term is usually identified as a identify with F. K. Schaeffer work. Schaeffer was originally an economist who joined the group of geographers teaching in Department of Economics, University of Law, USA. After his escape from Germany during the Nazi regime, he made a critical analysis of the book of Hartshorne, Nature of Geography, published in 1939. Schaeffer made vigorous attempt to criticize the exceptionalism claim made for geography as a regional science. Schaeffer paper Exceptionalism in Geography, a methodological explanation, was posthumously published in 1953 in the Annals of Association of Geographers. His essay was widely regarded as a mobilized point for young geographers throughout the world of human geography. Schaeffer, in his paper which was published in 1953, he criticized the work of Hartshorne, Hettner, Kant and others geographers. He strongly criticized Hartshorne's exceptionalism claims for regional geography and presented an alternative case of geography, adopting the philosophy and methodology of positivist approach. First of all, elaborate the nature of science and then define the peculiar characteristic of geography as a social science. He argued that a science is characterized by its expansion and explanation, required laws. To explain the phenomena one has to be described means always to be recognized them as an instance of law. In geography, the major regulatories which are described refer to the spatial pattern, and hence geography has to be conceived as a science concerned with the formulation of laws governing the spatial distribution of certain features on the surface of the earth. This spatial arrangement of phenomena and not the phenomena themselves should be the subject of geographers' search for the law-like statements. Geographical procedure would then not differ from those employed in the other systematic sciences, both natural and social science. Observation would lead to a hypothesis about the interrelationship between two spatial patterns, and the hypothesis would be tested against the large number of cases to provide a material for the law if it was thereby verified. Schaeffer argued that the geography as a integrating science which put forward the result of individual systematic sciences was arrogant, and that is any case there were somewhat lacking in its product. A science is characterized by its explanation, and explanation required the laws. To explain the phenomena, one has described fact always to identify them as an instant of law. Schaeffer's opined that in geography the major regularities which are described refer to the spatial pattern. Therefore, geography has to be perceived as a science concerned with the making of laws of govern the spatial distribution and spatial arrangements of different phenomena over the surface of earth should be the subject of geographer. Geographical phenomena would then not differ from the phenomena found in other sciences, both natural and cultural. The observation of these natural and cultural sciences phenomena would lead to the formulation of hypotheses about the interrelationship between two spatial patterns. These hypotheses would be tested against a larger number of cases to provide the material for a law if they were thereby verified. The argument against the definition of geography as a science of a spatial arrangement was termed as exceptionalism. It claimed that geography does not share the methodology of other sciences because of peculiar nature of its field of study, the study of unique place or regions and unique place and region, and compares geography with the history which studied unique period of time. Schaeffer found exceptionalism in Harsham's regional geography, which according to him claimed that geography does not share the methodological of systematic sciences because the peculiar nature of its subject matter. The study of place or region which are unique by their nature, using analogies is from systematic sciences like physics and economics. Schaeffer argued that geography is not peculiar in its focus or unique phenomena. All sciences deal with the unique event which can only be accounted for by an investigation of laws from the various systematic sciences, but this does not prevent the development of those laws. Thus, however, there is nothing extraordinary about the geography in that respect. Thus, Schaeffer claimed that there is nothing exception in the nature and methodology of geography as advocated by the Harsham. As I stated above, he placed human geography in the category of social science rather than in humanities or natural science. Geography must be considered as the subject like other social science and not exceptional. The beliefs that geography and history are methodologically distinct from other fields of inquiry because they are peculiar concerned with this study of unique in nature and particular in nature. Thus, Schaeffer rejected the ideographic orthodoxy enshrined in Harsham's the nature of geography. In other words, the argue for nomethetic geography, declaring geography as a journal or systematic which aims to furnish general and universal morphological law about a spatial pattern. He declared geography as a science of earth surface in which the general and universal laws about a spatial pattern are to be formulated instead of the regional and local laws. Harsham attempted to express his reaction to Schaeffer's attack and criticism to his regional geography, publishing 3 papers in respective year in 1954, 1955 and 1958. And a monograph in 1959. Harsham's most bitter rebuttal of Schaeffer's criticism was published in his monograph that entitled Perspective in the Nature of Geography. To Gregory, a Harsham view was in fact more diverse than the Schaeffer's, and he never accepted any clear division between the ideographic and nomethetic because they were both present in all branches of science. But he did instead insist that any general concept which used in geography should be directed towards the analysis of specific regions, and that it is essentially task of was the study of areal differentiation rather than the elucidation of laws location, and were supposed to be underpin this regional configuration. Harsham upheld the Hutterian tradition of geography as a chronological science with history as a chronological sciences. This is valid because it is described the way in which geographers have worked on both topical and regional subject with reference to the interrelationship and integration within areas. Harsham was a positive view of geography. Geography is a what geographers have made it. Safer's was a normative theory of what geography should be. Is irrespective of what it has been. Earlier Humboldt and Ritter accepted that the major concern of geography is examining the manner of systematic distribution of natural phenomena over the surface or space. This implies that geographers must describe and explain the manner in which things combine to fill an area. This combination change from course of time to area to place. These differences differ from place to place due to either in the combination of factor or in their arrangement of underlie the common sense of notion. This viewpoint is termed as a chorographic or chorological one, depending on the level of abstraction. Geography thus must pay attention to the spatial arrangement of the geographical phenomena in an area and not so much to the phenomena themselves. A spatial pattern are the ones that matter in geography and no others. Non-spatial relation found among the phenomena in an area are subject matter of other specialists such as ecologists, anthropologists and economists. Subsequently, Kraft, while discussing Humboldt and Ritter, agrees with them that geography is a science trying to discover laws which is limited to the earth's surface, and that is essentially a chronological. Incidentally, he also feels that all these adequate phenomena to set geography logically apart as an exceptional discipline. While Hattner argued that one of the leading German geographers declared that both history and geography are essentially chronological. History arrange phenomena in time, geography in space, both in contrast to other discipline. Integrated phenomena heterogeneous among themselves. Also, these phenomena are unique. No historical events and historical period is like any others. In geography, no two phenomena and no two regions are alike. Thus, both fields face the task of explaining the unique nature of that areas, that is exceptional. Hattner calls history times Wissenschaft and geography space Wissenschaft. Harsham translate them into time science and space science, and Harsham view were in fact more nuanced than Safer's maintained, and they never accepted any clear division between the ideographic and particular in nomethetic, because both are present in all branches of sciences. But he did insist that any general concept used in geography should be directed towards the analyze of specific regions, and that its essential task was to study areal differentiation rather than the elucidation of laws of location that were supposed to be underpin this regional configuration. It may be summarized that both Harsham and Safer relied upon mainly German sources such as Kant, Humboldt and Hattner and many other geographers, and both directed geographers toward the spatial pattern. Even so, Safer was among the first geographers to tease the idea of Christoller, von Thenon and Lost model, which Hartshorne has not acknowledged, but which were the become the mainstay of 1960s human geography. He also positioned human geography in the social sciences rather than the humanities or natural sciences. Geography, he argued, must be like other sciences and not exceptional to other subjects. Thank you.